It means we're busy. It means I gotta figure out a lot of things to do in a short amount of time. And so do c'est la vie. But it also means hang out. Because Sundays are pretty damn cool. And you know, well, every weekend, every Sunday, roughly 12-ish, your boy, this is newsupdate, Assassin, Alchemist, EXP, out here, having fun, trying to spread a little bit of information, whether it be beneficial or intriguing. Regardless, we get together, play a little songs, and then we move on where we are. So, with all that being said, as July and April comes to an end, getting ready to jump into August. That's kind of when the fall season starts kicking in, and you start seeing the changes in the season. So, whatever happens, whatever we do there, just remember, summer vibes, good times, and believe it or not, it's weather better. Believe it. So we're gonna do something different today. I'm gonna get copyrighted. 5,000%. But I want this. I want to play this. So we're gonna go have fun. Ikuzo. Hey. Scary. Hi. Ikuzo. Ha. I'm standing, can't imagine a single word. I'm lying, how could I have? Alright, let's get talking. Is the weather? Do you need a sweater? All night, that tries to a flame. Listen to me. Searching for a sign, staring at my wall. Thanks and I think you. I'm trying to go. I'm high to judge.
I'm fine.
Let's get talking. How is the weather? Do you need a sweater tonight? All day and night I try and stay clear. Let's get on. Let's get on. Those guys are super fresh, but I freaking love their music. They don't have a lot of quote unquote fans or karaoke people out there. But even if I get copyright for that, you know what, buddy? It's worth it. With all that being said, let's jump in there. I wish I could play this song right now, but it's not the time. It's time for the news. Same band though. So if you're interested in that, please go check them out. That is the boys over at Phone Boy. That's what he calls himself. That's what they call themselves. Phone Boy. Good job. So go give them some love. They're super cool. I think they got a good future ahead of them, and I just need to see them play live. So now we say adieu to our homie. Go into the future. Sort of ladies and gentlemen, it's been an interesting week. I don't even know where to begin in terms of like where we are in this fucking timeline. Because if you've ever read a book, then you can easily see where certain moments line up to with what bullshit we're dealing with right now. But I know I'm speaking like a madman because it's the words of someone with ideas, I guess. So let's all jump in and see where we're headed to. Numero uno. Let's go, baby. Crunchyroll launches Anime Nights program to stream anime monthly in the United States with Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maidel. Interesting. This is by Crystal Hodgkins over at the Anime News Network. Yeah, boy. It's October 1st. There you go. And Crunchyroll has announced on Saturday that it's launching Crunchyroll Anime Nights program dedicated to screening across the U.S. It works to include anime films, curated television episodes, as well as previews of upcoming streaming series. Streaming screens will also include classic titles and anniversary titles. Screenings will happen on the third Monday of every month. Third Monday of every month. Good lord. In case you didn't have things to do on a Monday night, that's where you're at. The works of the screen is more than 225 theaters in the United States, including chains such as Draft House Cinema, AMC, Regal, Cinemark, Harkins, and Landmark Cinemas. Lineup for October through December includes Kobayashi, October 20th, Overlord, Celebration, 10th Anniversary, 17th, Anime Nights, Secret Sneak Peek on December 15th. What the anyways, Screen Overlord will feature the first 7 episodes of the first season. Screening in December will feature an exclusive look at some anime series before they launch on Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll had previously announced in June that it had acquired theatrical rights to worldwide, excluding Asia, for Kobayashi made an anime film. Film opened on June 27th in 200 theaters in Japan. Tatsuya Ishihara directed the film. All right. Easy enough to digest, yes? Anime. Okay. So up until this point, there was a homeboy that would host an anime night for all of us to come by, swing by. We order pizza. I still owe him $5. Order pizza. I'll remember to do that after this. And then watch a couple of episodes in a safe environment. We're at his place and we're just chilling out. Some of us are drinking, some of us are chilling, some of us are breathing fumes, and it's a vibe. Crunchyroll wants your money. Just like they want the pizza money, dog. But yes, so now this is a thing. I've been curious to see kind of where they've been going with their whole shtick. We've seen Sony, aka Crunchyroll, get all like, yo man, we can just sell them more anime. And it's been working. You know, you got people like me who are curious about Jujutsu Kaisen, so we go down, we go watch Jujutsu Kaisen. You got people like me who are potato and are edgy as fuck, so we go watch the 10-year anniversary of Tokyo Ghoul. And that's gonna be more and more of a thing going forward, isn't it? The question here that I am asking is it how alluring is it in terms of, I can see this being the new anime thing for anime fans if there is like a good reason to do these. Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, that is a brand new film that is freaking wrecking in Japan. So there is that, I expect that shit to be full. So I need to be there for that. And it is a brand new movie that I'm super into watching. And we will see if that becomes the new norm. I believe this is where we're at from now on. But in terms of like seeing other companies try to step in or try to make it more mainstream, I guess. Well, again, we're pandering to certain people, but at the same time, we're invading the social spaces of the general audience. So now we have a moment where all these anime fans have a reason to show up in public, go touch grass, and maybe interact with regular human beings. Not bad, Sony. Not bad. But yeah, aside from that, it's exciting. It's a little disappointing because I know they're gonna charge you up the butt for it. Because I'm not even gonna push the bill on them anymore. I'm just gonna say that it's the freaking tariff taxes that are being stupid in America. Maybe that's why they have to now charge for these movies screenings, which is again the whole shtick of tariffs don't fucking help the normal as human people just trying to watch a movie. So just putting that one out there, and we'll leave it that one there. So what they do with this, what kind of hype they're doing, and definitely this right here. Whatever the hell this is gonna be, can be like the new, like when Marvel drops some early screening premiere and people fucking flock to go see that. That is this, but in anime form, and that's pretty badass. I'd like to be in that room when it happens. So looking forward to exciting events going in the future. Looking forward to maybe finding the real waifu out there. You never know, man. I'm serious. I'm fucking 30 and like I know what I represent and what I have to give, and it's just fucking lame that like nobody has that vibe. Nobody has the let's call it the drive to be like, you know what, we should just hang out, and then we'll see where that goes. But hey, maybe you pass down the popcorn bucket and be like, hey, it's on the house. And move on. But it's not the only thing moving on. Some things don't go out of style. Like dragons, maids, shooting Nazis in the face. Wolfenstein series in development, and Amazon with Fallout show team attached. Hell yeah. It is by Michael Cripp over at Cripp over at IGN. Amazon and MGM Studios working on Machine Games to create Wolfenstein TV series. From Variety, the show is based on iconic Bethesda Studios property in development. No specific plot details are ready to be shared. The team behind Wolfenstein series shared an official logline and makes things nice and simple. Quote, "The story of killing Nazis is evergreen." I'm thinking about... And the foundation for TV series adaptation based on classic alternate history video game franchise is about as solid as any fan could hope for. All right. Leftovers writer and 1611 creator is currently attached to the creator, writer, executive producer, and showrunner for the Wolfenstein show via his chaoticgood.tv banner. Variety adds that Somerville has been a fan of Wolfenstein since he was a child. Quote. Meanwhile, Amazon is reteaming with Fallout series production company Kilter Films for the new project, with Jonathan Nolan, Lisa Joy, and Athena Wickman all on board as executive producers. Keyframes, as well as Machine Games, have joined as executive producers. Wolfenstein works to bring its first-person shooter story to television screens. It's clear that Bethesda and Amazon are happy to continue working together. Fallout premiered with acclaim from fans and critics, and they made its debut on Prime Video last year, and it's had a 9 out of 10. Season 2 is underway. Production wrapped away back in May. A teaser, favorite location, New Vegas, I called it by the way, then arrived just days later. So with the new season set to arrive December 3rd, also confirmed to be on the way. Wolfenstein game series, meanwhile, traces all the way back to the 80s with Castle Wolfenstein. But it wasn't until 1992's Wolfenstein 3D, that the Nazi-killing video game really came into its own. Numerous entries have arrived in the years since. And with the most recent storyline beginning with Wolfenstein: The New Order in 2014, with the nigh unkillable William B.J. Blazkowicz Although it received a sequel, Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus in 2017, and 2 stand-alone spin-offs in 2019, the series has gone without a mainline entry for a while. As Amazon, Bethesda, and Kilter and the rest of the team keep their heads down to focus on the Wolfenstein series, you can read about the other good adaptations. There you go. Included a show of God of War based on God of War, as well as other projects that take place in Mass Effect and Warhammer 40,000 universe. You still have to finish Mass Effect 2. Damn, I was thinking about that last week. Yes. Wolfenstein. I'll start here. This game is sick. I don't know how else to just lay that out. This game is sick. This game, a little bit more polished, but I think it was lower on the narrative front. But still a really good entry. I had fun with that. Good times. And I've been in the mood, I guess, for something like this. We all know shooters are cool. We all know Fortnite is a thing. We all know Call of Duty is a thing. And I believe we've understood that we've lost the narrative when it comes to America versus the big G, anti-G or whatever, and America versus Semitism. Let's go with that. And I'm not sure if this is a complete response to the wave of people who are like touting certain ideals that quote unquote don't really make sense being supported. But if you're telling me that we're going back to an era where blasting assholes in the face is American, I will soon forget the color of your eyes, and you'll forget mine. It's pretty cool. We'll see if they have what it takes to kind of reintroduce that narrative. Because again, we're the assholes right now. So if we can remember what we've done and learn from that and just be like, you know what? They're the assholes. like we're an asshole, yes. We're the assholes, yes. But we're an asshole with a good heart. You know what I mean? There's a time to be a dick, and there's a time to like be understanding. And a lot of that understanding has gone out the window. And I don't know what moment happened that really fucked us over and like made us all be assholes. But maybe we just need to remember a couple things. That yes, there is evil in this universe. There is a devil in terms of a malicious spirit hell-bent on hurting, spreading pain, anger, intolerance. And to that, I say we tried. We really did. I think we really tried. Now, we speak softly. And we carry a big fucking gun. That's a Doom reference. But wait. You know who else carries a very big gun? Sakamoto! Yuto Suzuki Sakamoto Days manga starts with, quote, final battle in the next chapter. This is by Crisco Hodgins over at Anime News Network. Debuted in 2020. God damn. This year's 35th issue of Shueisha's weekly Shonen Jump magazine reveals on Monday that Yuto Suzuki's Sakamoto Days manga will begin its, quote, final battle in the magazine's combined 36th and 37th issue, which will ship on August 4th. Ooh. Suzuki published a one-shot title, Sakamoto, in Jump Giga in December 2019, and then launched the main manga in Shueisha's weekly Shonen Jump magazine in November 2020. Viz and Manga Plus are publishing the manga in English digitally. Manga Plus describes the manga. Taro Sakamoto was the ultimate assassin, feared by villains and admired by hitmen. But one day, he fell in love. Retirement, marriage, fatherhood, and then Sakamoto gained weight. The chubby guy who runs neighborhood store is actually a former legendary hitman. Can he protect his family from danger? Get ready to experience a new kind of action comedy series! Exclamation point. Viz Media is also publishing the manga in print. The manga spin-off title Sakamoto Holidays launched in Shueisha's Jump 2024. Tetsuo Okawa, who works as an assistant on the main manga, is drawing the spin-off manga-inspired novel in 2023, and the second novel shipped in December 2024. Manga's anime presentation premiered on TV Tokyo and affiliate channels on January 11th, and also series debuted on Netflix on January 11th. The first part had 11 episodes. Ew. The anime's second part premiered on July 14th on TV Tokyo and affiliated channels 24 JST, effectively July 15th at 12 a.m. The second part, first episode, streamed in advance on Netflix on July 14th, and only the 12th episode will stream simultaneously with the Japanese TV broadcast. What? The manga has also inspired a smartphone puzzle game that launched in a second. What? That part got me a bit. Because if they're streaming differently, second part's first episode streamed in advance on Netflix July 14th. Oh, okay, I get you. Like a day before. And only the 12th episode will stream simultaneously on the news TV broadcast. Okay, so they're going to lag that one a day. Get it. Well, if you didn't know, well, now you know. Cup noodles, bro. Sakamoto is an interesting show. The homie son and I have been watching that, and it's been getting better, actually, in terms of the manga, or in terms of the anime, right? We're anime watchers here. And 5 years is a long time, right? I'm just curious to see how much story they have, like where we're at in the anime. Where does that line up with the manga, and how much more do we think we actually have left to go? So that's an interesting thing to think about, but honestly, just start counting them days because it's happening. It's happening. But hey, nothing wrong with like a good serialization going off on a good note, right? I feel like so far this show has done everything well, and people are into it and people enjoy it, and now that it's gonna have its ending, although maybe bittersweet, it's the best, isn't it? It's the best way to finish something, rather than it go super long and get like disappointed, or maybe that's what the spin-off series is for. However, that is a wrap on Sakamoto, and I'm looking forward to see how it ends, and I definitely look forward to getting animated, and hopefully it like leveling up on its on how well it does. I see them getting there. I like to give them credit where credit's due. So I hope to see more improvements, and I'm actually excited to see where they go with that. So put that on your calendars. The days are counted. The Sakamoto days are counted. Josh, you know what else has been counted? Counting down. Whew. Claire Obscure devs visit Final Fantasy offices in exchange of ideas. Yeah, baby. It's by Ethan Gotch over at Kotaku. Claire Obscure Expedition 33 is one of the biggest surprise gaming hits of 2025, and a traditional turn-based role-playing game that reminded many fans of the golden era of PlayStation 1 JRPGs they still pine for. Some have even gone so far as to argue that the next Final Fantasy game should be more like Claire Obscure. Maybe Square Enix agrees. The publisher recently invited the game's developers to its headquarters in Japan. Galeon Broche, Francis Francois Merussi, and Tom Guillermon from Sandfall, and Alexis Garavarian from Kelper, creators of Expedition 33, which is the Square Enix office for a creatively rich exchange of visions and ideas. Quote, Final Fantasy and 7 Rebirth director Naoki Hamaguchi wrote on social media on Thursday. He even shared a picture on everyone standing next to a cardboard cutout of Cloud with his iconic Buster Sword. Producer and longtime Final Fantasy veteran Yoshinori Kitase was there too. It wasn't the team's only stop in Tokyo either. They also visited Kojima Productions so they can sign copies of the game for the Death Stranding 2 director. Seriously. Brochure, Alexis Bonner, and Zero Gonna stand for Alexis Guerrero from Kelper, creators of Expedition 3. Yep. There you go. While Final Fantasy has moved toward big open worlds and action-based combat, Killer Obscure features high graphical fidelity but old-school mechanics like turn-based combat, albeit with some rhythm-based parries and dodges, and an overworld map of exploring in between dungeons. The game's developers have not been shy about how much the game is a tribute to their own love for older Square Enix games. There are nods to Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy VIII, and more within the first hours of the game. The result has been message boards, subreddits, and TikToks feeds full of JRPG fans arguing about what Final Fantasy can learn from Clear Obscure. The debates come as Square Enix retooled its development pipeline, and some fans worry the publisher's marquee franchise had lost its creative vision and sales potential amid trending chase scene. The company was even asked a recent shareholder meeting in the next Final Fantasy would go back to being turn-based, giving players serious critical and financial success. Square Enix said it was aware of the game, but declined to hash out a design document for the sequel in public. Damn, that's fucking... See how, like, stupid these investors are? Well, we heard that the Square game is making so much money. Are the new Final Fantasy gonna be just like that one? Fucking assholes. Whether they're taking the suggestion seriously or not, it's nice to see the developers from competing teams come together, break bread, and learn from one another. While all eyes will be on what Square Enix takes away from Sandfall Interactive team, I'm just as interested in what lessons the Final Fantasy team can impart to the new kids on the block. That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, no, actually, stepping back, it is a positive thing. Obviously, you see two teams that respect each other and go like, yo, we admire what you've done. Our design is based on your creativity, right? And like, while we're not exactly copying one-to-one, who the fuck is this? While we're not copying one-to-one, it's still cool to like give you guys the credit for what you have taught us and how we get to now present this to you dudes. And that's pretty damn cool. And then you have fucking assholes who are like, find my game. Sorry. I know I give that fucker too much hate. We'll get there. There's just a lot of things in there. But it's I don't know. Like what it just feels like, oh, come to my place. I need you to take pictures with me. And it's just so stupid. Like, dude, you just fucking launched your game. Just like enjoy your life. And it's nice. It's nice. You know, people are talking to each other. They're having fun with it. But it's like at the same time, it's like, okay, what are you fucking extorting me for? Like, what are you trying to get out of me, dog? Seriously. And apparently it's signatures. They're signing contracts. He's signing the contract to his soul. Signing the foot contract. But we'll see, man. Again, we don't necessarily need Final Fantasy to copy each other. It's more of a, oh shoot, this is what you guys have been cooking. And it came from this emotion, it came from this idea, it came from this spirit. And how do we reclaim our own spirit? How do we become the people that we know we want to be while presenting what we believe is our natural progression? Maybe even going back to the originals and like refining from there, but still being able to get those mechanics and believe that they are the mechanics that you have created for your game. Even if they are borrowed ideas, you forming, you creating, you molding this design to fit your vision is what will make your game yours. But if you're gonna listen to the asshole investor and be like, oh shit, we need to make money, or we need to make this asshole happy so he can give us more money, or anything like that, then yeah, you're not gonna have a completed vision at the end of it. You're just gonna keep on doing what AAA has been doing, and I think we're better than that at this point. We should be better than that. We've learned more, but hey, some people don't learn. And some people are scary as hell, man. Will's Eisner Comic Industry Awards inducted horror manga creator Junji Ito into the Will's Eisner Comic Awards Hall of Fame on Friday during San Diego Comic-Con 2025. Viz Media streamed a video response from Ito. Is by Alex Mateo over at Anime News Network. Sheesh. Frankenstein. Junto Ito Story Collection. Hey, yo. That's what I'm talking about. The Will Eisner Comic Industry Awards is announcing the winners on Friday. Ito received a nomination on February 28th. Voters selected which 6 of the year's 18 nominees would be latest to join the Hall of Fame. The organizers already pre-selected late manga creator Shigeru Mizuki for induction into the Hall of Fame this year. Ito previously won Eisner Awards for Love Sickness, Rainma, Venus in the Blind Spot, and Frankenstein. Damn, that's pretty cool. Comic International in San Diego awarded its Inkbox Award to Ito 2023. I just like him being like, Yeah. The Eisner comic industry nominated Ito's Black Paradox manga for the best U.S. edition of the international material, Asia in 2023. Also, Pan-Asian Film and Entertainment Studio through the Lens Entertainment and horror brand Fangoria Studios are collaborating to produce films based on Ito's, quote, The Mystery of the Haunted House, Parts 1 and 2, and Blood-Sucking Darkness. Junto Ito Maniac tells Japanese Tales of the Macabre, a new anime based on 20 different Ito stories, debuted worldwide on Netflix in January 2024. Ito's Uzumaki manga also inspired a 4-episode anime miniseries that premiered on Toonami last September. That was 4 episodes? And those dudes could not fucking get the animation down in 4 fucking... Are you fucking kidding me? I thought the drop was like a lot longer. I thought like by the final episodes that the budget was shit, but like, are you serious? 4 episodes and they couldn't keep like a good budget for that one? Oh man, I'll have to look into that. Fascinating. As well as Fragments Horror, Junto Ito Collection, a previous television anime of manga by Ito, also adapted stories from the Ito Jun Kesaku Shu collection, as well as the Fragments of Horror book. The anime premiered in January 2018 and had 12 episodes. Crunchyroll streamed the series to English subtitles and aired in Japan. Funimation streamed as English dub. The anime included an adaptation of Ito's Tomie story on the 2nd and 3rd DVD sets. Ito's Uzumaki and Tomie manga have inspired live-action adaptations, and his Gyo manga inspired an original video anime project. The previous Japanese inductees of the Eisner Hall of Fame were Osamu Tezuka, Kazuo Koike, Goseki Kojima, Katsuhiro Otomo, Rumiko Takahashi, it's Inuyasha, Moto Haigo, and Keiji Nakazawa. Akira Toriyama and Naoki Urasawa were nominated in 2019, but were not among the 4 selected. Sheesh. So that happens. Hey, good on him. He learned a little thing or two. So we'll see where that goes. Good stuff. I think he's been around the block long enough to kind of make a name for himself, and also just, I believe he's just like a really chill dude. Like he's just a really cool guy, and we need more of those in our universe. So good on you, Ito, and Godspeed, respect. It's kind of like the what's his name? Oh shit, the guy that wrote all the scary movies in America, or the books in America, Stephen King. It's kind of like the Stephen King of Japan. And now that I say that out loud, I need a Stephen King Junji Ito collab. Oh, let's go! Fuck yeah, let's go! Somebody get on that, yeah? hit up Stephen King now that his new movie is dropping, Long Walk. Yeah, dude. Okay, anybody out in Warner Brothers, go talk to Stephen King and be like, hey, have you heard of Junji Ito? And we'll go from there. Yosh. Yeah. But have you heard the word? The bird. The bird is the word. Donald J. Trump's Google eyeballed bird, because South Park creators talk season 27 premiere after skewering Trump in hotly anticipated Comic-Con panel. Quote, no, you're not going to blur it. This is by Yesley Yin-Po over at IGN. South Park creators Trey Parker and Matt Stone took the stage during the hotly anticipated panel at San Diego Comic-Con to discuss the season 27 premiere, which hit the headlines for skewering down on Trump. The episode, which you can read details of here, roasts President Trump to such an extent that it sparked a rebuttal from the White House. IGN was in Hall H to see Parker and Stone take their seats, and one of the first things they did was jokingly apologize for the season premiere, with Parker saying, "We're very sorry." Parker went on to say that the pair are unsure what the next episode is going to be. Really? Insisting that the decision is super stressful. Parker and Stone create each episode of South Park week by week, which makes for a chaotic production. Topical shows. They then provided some behind-the-scenes anecdotes and insights into South Park generally, before addressing the elephant in the room: South Park's deception of Trump's penis. In the episode, what appears to be a live-action deepfake of Trump can be seen shuffling through the desert before removing all his clothes. Quote, his penis is teeny tiny, but his love for us is large, the PSA voiceover says. Damn. During the panel, Park revealed that the pair insisted Trump's penis was shown in all its glory, even though they received a note asking for it to be blurred. Quote, they were like, okay, but we're going to blur the penis. And I'm like, no, you're not going to blur it, end quote. So how did South Park get around blurring Trump's penis? The answer was little eyes and turning it into a character. Indeed, putting little eyes on Trump's penis, quote, was a whole conversation with a lot of grown-ups people for about 4 fucking days. It's a character. Parker and Stone were then jokingly warned that there was a subpoena waiting for them in among questions on cards. The response, quote, that's fine, man. I'm ready. Cue a round of applause. The FCC, by the way, just approved Skydance's $8 billion merger with Paramount, which had needed Trump's administration's approval. Neither Parker nor Stone addressed the merger, which they recently criticized for delaying South Park's season 27th release date. During the panel, nor did they respond to the White House statement. However, Parker and Stone have a deal of their own to celebrate. A reported $1.5 billion contract to make 50 episodes of South Park over 5 years for Paramount. And that, ladies and gentlemen, that is the beauty in all of this. Because you got to think about it. I know we don't want to get too potato about it, but I am a potato man. I like French fries. And they closed, they shut down Stephen Colbert's show. We talked about this last week and how that kind of like threw me off. No, it's not like a necessity, but I was like, oh man, really? Like that's, you guys are gonna do that? He's like the biggest fucking show in late night, and you guys have seriously like gone out of your way to be assholes about it. I was gonna say the B word, but fair enough. Assholes about it. And then this happened. That someone out there was like, yo man, we want the money. And they got their fucking money. And then we got 50 episodes. And America got this. So it's there's so many levels of things could have just been as bullshit as they have been. But because certain people had something to say, right? We've seen it all happen before our eyes. We have fucking photographic and video evidence of all the bullshit that has been happening. And yet it's not enough. The focus is elsewhere when it comes to the administration and the people who are there making deals with the administration. There to make a deal with the administration. So to do all that shit and be like, yeah, we fucking did it. We shut down the late night show, and we got the biggest show, and we got a fucking contract, and now we own these motherfuckers. The greatest thing about being a Sigma is that no matter what anyone tells you, no matter what bullshit someone tries to fucking sell you, no matter what fucking asshole ass lies they try to cram down your throat, you have what it takes to think about it. You've done the work to be connected to who you are. And you know the bullshit that lies from their words, that bleeds from their fucking promises, their contracts. So it's refreshing, to put it fucking lightly, to see two motherfuckers stand up and just be real for 5 minutes, 30 minutes. It's a 20-minute episode. And yeah, it was worth it. So, Trey Parker, Matt Stone, I may have been a 4-year-old when I walked into a movie theater screening South Park Bigger, Badder, and Uncut. And I may not have fucking understood what was going on, but I'm glad I did that. I'm glad that moment happened, because I I see this shit and I connect those moments, and I see how far this has came, and I understand how long they've been doing the good work. So maybe it's just a reason to be an asshole, but at the same time, these men are using their power for what's right. And if you can't see that, then maybe we need to produce a show about shooting Nazis in the fucking face for you. So, here's where that goes. Godspeed. Let's get back into the bullshit. Bandai Namco, Sony signed strategic business partnership. This is by Joanna Kayana over at Anime News Network. Sony also acquires about 2.5 of Bandai Namco shares. Bandai Namco Holdings announced on Thursday that it has signed a strategic business announcement agreement with Sony Group Corporation, aimed at strengthening engagement among anime and manga fans. Sony also agreed to acquire 16 million Bandai Namco shares held by existing shareholders for approximately 68 billion, about 464.5 million shit, making Sony a shareholder holding approximately 2.5 of the total issue shares by Bandai Namco. What? Really? That's damn. Fuck. For that much, you only get 2.5 of the shares? Oh, I guess you're right, because you have Gundam, and that's huge in Japan. Bandai Namco stated in the alliance that will focus on expanding fan community and anime of manga intellectual properties (IP) around the world, and strengthening engagement, especially in the anime field. Two companies plan to merge their strengths to create a new and emotionally moving experience for fans, thus maximizing the value of IPs. Companies also intend to implement initiatives including the expansion of works and products and services based on IP developed by Bandai Namco, making use of Sony's strengths in the areas of anime production and distribution, as well as merchandising. Additionally, the companies have plans of technical collaboration on experimental entertainment, exploring opportunities to support creators by jointly developing and operating entertainment-related technology and services, and engage in joint investments and becoming an alliance for fan engagement and ideas. Song Doko. Yeah. Really, bro? Okay. Earlier in May. Early in May, Sony Group Corporation and Bandai Namco held jointly invested in 10 billion in about 6.8 in Tokyo Web3 and AI company Gaudi to begin a strategic entertainment and technology partnership. Established in 2018, Gaudi uses a blockchain generative AI in its aim to create what it terms as fans nations, or online venues where fans can connect and express their fandom. Gaudi operates as the Gaudi FanLink platform, a blockchain and an NFT-focused fan platform, which includes Sony Music Group, Bandai Namco, Sanrio, Aniplex, Suisha, Toho, and Comic Smart Inc. As its partners, Gaudi also operates in Gaudi Financial Labs, company which is focused on providing Web3-based financial services, including NFTs and cryptocurrencies partnerships. Gaudi bought the My Anime List site from the ebook distributor Media Do Holdings in May. Stuff happening. Moves are being made. I actually did not include an article where basically Sony and Aniplex are producing an anime where it is singers. They're essentially making a VTuber anime, and they're gonna sell you those VTubers IRL. So Sony is doing a lot of shit to kind of generate more revenue. The $1 million question, or in terms of this moment, the 10 billion yen question, is what the fuck are we doing with this? And I asked that in a completely curious point of view. I'm not even being salty about it right now. Just what are we building? We have music, we have anime, we have movies, we have anime in movie theaters, we have fucking Bandai Namco now wants to make its Elden Ring the anime from Sony Productions pictures and bullshit, and we got Spider-Man over in the PlayStation side, and like we have all this shit, and now we're going for a what do you call this? A Web3 what do you call it? I'm not gonna call it Fan Nation. Generated virtual world where you can get Sword Art Online, and all this is happening. But why? For whom? And how? If this is a plan, how do we make this normal in our generation. Because we tried VR. I like VR. I'm trying to play VR games this week. But if you're gonna try to introduce a technology, it has to make sense with the people that are interested in it, right? People have to actually want to do the brand new thing, or else why would we continue investing in it? And that's what I'm asking here. What are we building so we can either be on board with this or just be like, yo, dudes, you guys are going off the handle for this specific reason. And now that we know, let's talk about this. Because if we're just gonna keep on like making games and destroying them because Concord doesn't sell what everybody knew it wasn't gonna fucking sell, then yeah, make your money, generate your money, but also don't just fucking throw it away on stupid ass projects because you know that the people will give you more money. And that's a very not great place to be if you're gonna be a fan of anime, music, PlayStation, all this shit. So I'm saying this because I care. What the fuck are we building? And can you please just figure it out? Because up until now, it just feels like they're buying just to buy, but we don't really have a plan for anything. So it's called gatekeeping. And girl bossing is girl boss. Girl gonna go girl boss. Speaking about girl bossing, girl boss is girl bossing. Credit card companies are censoring adult content, endangers democracy itself, quote, according to Nier Automata director. Yoko Taro weighed on the topic last year amid a fight over out-of-print manga. Sheesh. It's by Ethan Gotch over at Kotaku. As a fight with the credit card companies over adult games leads to renewed concerns about censorship on Steam and even on indie platforms like itch.io. A recent warning by Nier Automata director Yoko Taro calling censorship a, quote, security hole that endangers democracy itself has become relevant again. End quote, has become relevant again. The comments came last November when the manga library Z Online repository for digital downloads of out-of-print manga was forced to shut down. The group blamed international credit card companies, presumably Visa and MasterCard, wanted the site to censor certain words from its copies of adult manga. What? Fuck you guys. Quote, publishing and similar fields have always faced regulations that go beyond the law, but the fact that the payment processor, which is involved in the entire infrastructure of content distribution, can do such things at his own discretion seems to me to be dangerous on a whole new level. Quote, Taro wrote in the thread at the time, according to translation by Automate. He continued, it implies that by controlling payment processing companies, you can even censor another country's free speech. It feels like not just a matter of censorship, adult content, or jeopardizing freedom of expression, but rather a security hole that endangers democracy itself. Money is the root of all evil. Why was it created? Just ask yourself this simple fucking question. Why did we need money when we used to be traders? When people were able to borrow things. You know what I mean? Anyways. Manga Z Library was eventually able to come back online thanks to a crowdfunding campaign earlier this year. But now, video game developers behind adult games with controversial themes are facing similar issues. Steam and itch.io due to recent boycott campaigns. Some artists and fans have begun organizing reverse boycotts, calling for Visa, MasterCard, and others to end their moral panic. One such petition has nearly 100,000 signatures so far. Quote, some of the games that have been caught up in the last stage changing on itch are games that our up-and-coming creators have made about their own experiences in abusive relationships or dealing with trauma. Coming out of the closet and finding their first romance as an LGBTQ person. What the hell is that website? NYU Game Center chair Naomi Clark told 404 Media this week. She mentioned Jenny Jiao Hisa's autobiographical Consume Me as one example of the type of work that could be censored under platform-shifting definitions of what is acceptable. Yep. So there you go, man. Recently, this did happen. I do remember hearing about this recently. I believe Visa is the one pulling the strings right now, trying to. I guess the shtick is that if it's something that tickles their booty, then they don't want to make money off it, because then that becomes like dark money, right? But then at the same time, it's being sold through natural payment options. It's just the fact that this Visa credit card wants nobody to like dirty their money. And to that, I say fuck you. It's not your money, bitch. It's our money. And I want it now. Sorry. I felt that one. But it's just a really bullshit ass move. And he's right, dude. Who the fuck is able to be like, nah, fuck that guy. We don't need, I don't know. It's hard for me to kind of just to be like, to stand up for this as a like adult content, but rather than that, more than that, I stand up for it as a freedom of speech in terms of like, if it has been produced, if it has been made with care, and if people are actively trying to sell something, yes, it could be shit. But if you really think about it, the people who really care about something, some honest to God hard work, will try to promote it in the most natural ways, right? Like the humane ways. It's not some meme. It's their life story. It's their work. It's their life's work. So they'll present that in a way that can be respected, hypothetically. And when you go in here and you tell people, oh, you can't buy that shit because we don't want our money to be associated with this fucking Epstein bullshit, then you have to not be that, because it's who are you in the fucking national scale to be like, nah, fuck that country, get the fuck out of here, dog. Money is fucking bullshit. It is a fucking digital number in the sea of more calculations. It is a fucking green piece of paper that blows in the wind, that holds nothing of value, even at this moment where the dollar is being stretched by overproduction. It means nothing. And yet we're all here fucking dicking around like it's the end of the universe, that your numbers are going down. You need to fuck off. You need to stop being a little fucking bitch when it comes to these numbers. Money does nothing for you if you're not living. And it's like, it's just stupid. It is just stupid. All of it. So fuck off, pick your shit up, and get the fuck out of here. Let's go back to the bartering system. Let's fucking get Fight Club to the Fight Club ending that this universe deserves. This financial fucking institutions are not here to help create, produce, or cater. They're here to steal, they're here to tax, and they're here to fucking take everything that you care about. And this is the fucking tipping point. Go fuck yourself, Visa. I don't give a fuck what you do for the universe. Go fuck yourself. And I'm done. Sorry. It's not about the porn. It's about the fucking, like, the respect. People make this shit. And then you come out here and be like, no. Same thing with the fucking copyright system. Same thing with everything that's fucking retarded when it comes to just, oh, that's my content. Oh, I'm going to make money off of this. That's fine. You need to fuck out of here, man. Jesus Christ. Because we all know there's only one reason video games have been blowing up. And today, we're going to get the opinions of normies. Fantastic Four First Steps cast jokes about Invisible Woman's Marvel Rivals Malice skin in sequels as reaction goes viral. Quote, guys, watch out, like I said, for the sequel. End quote. The cast of Fantastic Four First Steps recently gathered to try out Marvel's Rivals for the first time, and the actor's reaction to Invisible Woman's skimpy Malice skin has the internet in tears. Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby, Ebon Moss Bacrank, and Joseph Quinn recently gathered to play NetEase's game's popular hero shooter with YouTube Loserfruit. The resulting video is quite funny, showing the new Marvel Cinematic Universe family as they fumble through the few matches in their in-game counterparts. Hehe. It's goofy and occasionally hard to watch as Pascal flails his stretchy arms at enemies, but the highlight is no doubt the Fantastic Four cast reaction to Invisible Woman's infamous Marvel rivals Maleskin. Fans of the game had already taken time to see everything and shockingly revealing outfit had to offer when it made its debut in Season 1 in January. On the eve of the new Fantastic Four movie's premiere, though, the cast has only just seen it for the first time. Kirby is first to joke about the skin. Quote, "Thank you. This is my favorite bit of her as well." End quote. She says of the video game version of her Fantastic Four character. Quote, "This is my favorite bit, guys. Watch out. Like I said, for a sequel, you better watch it." Damn. What? Fantastic Four First Steps has yet to receive the green light for a proper MCU sequel, though we don't know at least some of the major characters will make an appearance in the upcoming Avengers Doomsday. Visible Woman's evil black and red Maleskin probably won't make it into the MCU though. The slick jaw Pascal still shared some of his thoughts. "Here we go," Pascal said. "Costume designer, take notes." Loser Fruit's video also includes Fantastic Four cast reactions to other Marvel cosmetics, including Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman's The Life Fantastic Wedding skins. Of course, it's how all four actors reacted to Maleskin that started to achieve viral status. You can see the group's reaction at 4:40 in Loser Fruit's video, and then see how it spread to the internet below. Steps in theaters, 25th, introduced live action, blah blah blah. 7 out of 10. Pretty good. On the streets, see if we can find us. You want to often home or carry on. I did see this. I did not know that's what this was about. Oh God. Whew. Oh yes, and now believe me, your mother we will carry on. Goodness and pain as dreams, and misery and hate will kill us all. Fruit Lady. There you go. Oh yeah, she's not taking that one well. Freaking Pascal. The pink controller button. That's so funny. The fucking this is perfect, man. This is exactly what we need, man. Fucking normies going like, what the fuck are these people playing? All right. This guy, she's invisible, babe. How to play video games. Okay, so I'll throw one more out there. Recently, I think very recently, Pedro Pascal has been getting like flack from online, and I feel like that might be connected to this. So I don't know what's going on and all that, but like, just know that an action will always have a consequence. Every action requires a consequence. Noise. And this guy knows how to play. This guy knows how to play. Look at him go. Just one told. Yeah, this guy knows how to play. Fuck yeah. That's cool. So yeah, that's the thing, man. You go check that out. So this is the original thing. Okay. This is where. Okay. If we want to be 1,000% fair, we present the bullshit to the normies. The normies give a reaction. We look at them and we go like, okay, cool or what? We go from there. This guy. He looks directly at her. Yeah, I don't love that one. Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. That guy's cool. He's from the Bear, by the way. So yeah, that's the thing, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's interesting to see where these people like how they land in this. It's easy to with how long video games and the video game industry have been a part of our culture, pop culture, society, our nations, or just how we interact with technology on this current level, all comes from the digital interactions and video games, blah, blah, blah. It's easy, I'll say for me, most people probably too and all that, but it's so easy for me to forget that all this technology is not always normal to people, to other people. I was born in an era before the internet, and I was born at a time where I grew up with the internet. So nothing about the internet necessarily surprises me in terms of what is possible and how far we've come from the beginning. But it's always interesting to understand that some minds aren't wired to understand or to open up to that, right? So it is the duty, the responsibility of those who care to try to present this in a digestible and understandable, maybe a responsible way, right? And in the end of the day, what's her face? The company that made this, something soft game or whatever, Ingalls, I'm still trying to think of the name. They came around and they created a vision. Like NetEase Games, there you go. The team back there, they came together and they created a vision, and they straight up went the full current, like, sex sales angle, I guess. And while that has had its implications, while that has already has effect on our video game universe, it is still apparent that there's a whole other scale of people out there that don't even know what we're up to. So it's still to a point that not necessarily video games are niche, but the ideas that are being presented in these games are still being developed, still kind of like being formed as we go through it. And it's why it's important to either come to an understanding of what is fair, what is presentable, what is kind of, if it's exaggerated, then let it be exaggerated for the benefit of the immersion or the vision or dream or whatever have you. It can be exaggerated if you're going for, if you know what you're going for, if you know what you want this to be. And these people made a superhero team shooter that was hypersexualized, and it had good mechanics, and it is a property that people adore. So when you put that all together and you have a team that generally cared about the development process, you get success. Where that success lies and where that takes us, we're still working on that one together. So we'll just have to see where we meet in the middle in terms of like, look, it looks a certain way, but you do realize there's more to a human being than just their looks. So that's what I'm looking forward to. That's what I'm hoping for. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the news of the week. So lots of fun stuff there. I'm still curious to see how they kind of react in the future and what they'll do. But, you know, I think for the most part, if we're able to get together and have fun and just enjoy our company with each other, and we enjoy. So, hello, it's your boy. We back. We're about to be done with the day. Actually, good time on my part. I could maybe still figure out a gym session if I get lucky. But for now, let's go ahead and get excited. I'd like to thank you all for hanging out. I know it's a busy day. Lots of people have fun days on Sundays. And even if you're watching afterwards and the VODs are out there for you, and at any point you're able to just check in and just understand what we're up with, and hopefully that does something for our benefit. We care, we know, we learn, we improve, we dream. So don't stop caring, don't stop dreaming, don't stop believing. There's a world out there, man. The world is your oyster, but you need help, you need a team, you need to work it through together. So let's jump in for the finals. You're not around. Yosh. Last ones. I got a couple last to go. I think we're having fun, so let's just chill it. I'll do my best. This is gonna be an interesting note, so it goes fast. Keep up, yeah. So. Don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. She said you're holding back. She said shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said ooh, shut up and dance with me. We were victims of the night. The chemical, physical kryptonite, the helpless best and the faded light. Oh, we were born to be together, born to be together. It took my arm, I don't know how it happened, into the floor. She said, oh, don't you dare look back, just touch your eyes on me. She said you're holding back. She said shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said oh, shut up and dance with me. Well, dressed and some beat up sneaks, my discotheque Juliet teenage dream. I felt it in my chest as she looked at me. I knew we were born to be together, born to be together. She took my arm, I don't know how it happened. It took the floor and she said, oh, don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said ooh, shut up and dance with me. Deep in her eyes, I think I see a future under her eyes. This is my last chance. He took her arm, I don't know how it happened. We took the floor and she said look back, just keep your eyes on me. She said you're holding back. She said shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said ooh, shut up and dance. And look back and turn your eyes on me. She said you're holding back. She said shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said ooh, shut up and dance with me. Ooh. Shut up and dance with me. Oh, shut up and dance with me. Yosh. Well, that's pretty much it. Much to do from there, but well, in case you didn't know, now you know. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for hanging out. Sundays, good time. It's a new week. I gotta pay bills. I gotta go look at your schedule, and hopefully you find something good to look forward to. So here's to hoping, here's to believing, and here's to dreaming. Take care. Have fun. Ciao. Hasta la próxima. It's been your boys. Call me so Stitch. Do. EXP 626. Gracias. Take care. And I'll see you in the next exciting next time. Yeah. Let's take it easy, easy now, watch him go. You sit there in your heartache, waiting on some beautiful boy to save you from your old ways. You play forgiveness, easy now, watch him go. He doesn't look a thing like Jesus, but he talks like a gentleman, like you imagined when you were young. It's like a gentleman, like you imagined when you were young. I said he doesn't look a thing like Jesus. He doesn't look a thing like Jesus. More than you'll ever know. Hasta la próxima. Love you.